That's all that I have. That's it.
Hey guys, so gonna try something different today. Welcome to Surviving Power Hour as the Cat 5 rider. So Power Hour is like our local keep fit crit race. Happens between 4 and 5 p.m. And if you're here for advice on surviving Power Hour, well, I'm actually the wrong person because truth be told, I've never survived Power Hour. But there's one piece of advice I can give is reach early. You know, don't be late. Right now it's 4 p.m. We're nowhere near the crit. These guys are actually drilling it, trying to get to the crit. Um, you know, Adam has just peeled off, and I'm third wheel behind Captain Kurt and Aaron, and we're doing 350, 450 watts, just trying to get down to the crit. It's really hard. Knocking on zone 5. I'm just like knocking on zone 5. It's almost there. I'm just trying to hold on. Right here, we said I'm third wheel. Aaron is in front of me. And we're on the road heading into Shagaramas. So pretty soon I see Aaron's head just dipped and this gap is opening up. So I need to close this gap. I need to be on the wheel of Captain Kirk. Well, Captain Kirk looks back and he sees more people to play with. So he continues to drill it. This guy is like a horse. He could like gallop like this all day. I'm doing 350 watts just try and keep up with him. He's probably doing 400 plus. Yeah, he's galloping like a horse. Sure, when he goes to get something to eat, he orders a burger. He probably says, yeah, can I get a horse burger? Because like I really don't know what this guy eats. It's crazy. So as we turn the corner here, I'm like, look, I need to recover. We're about a kilometer and a half away from the crit. So I throttle down. I need to recover to get into the crit because you don't want to enter the crit in zone 5. So we all get back together and we roll in to the crit. It's about a kilometer away maybe. And we're going in. So we're actually on the crit course right now. And we are looking for the group. The group should be coming down here any minute now. Here they are. Here they are. So everybody turns. And I go to turn, but I see 2 stragglers and I allow them to go by. But in doing so, I'm dead last. I now have about 700 watts, 400 watts, just to try and keep up. And as a Cat 5 rider, I don't want to be closing any gaps. Hey, here's Ronnie. If Raiders are always late, this is Ronnie. Ronnie is always late plus 5 minutes, but you know, he's a strong rider, good guy, so he can catch up, no problem. So yeah, I get behind Steven and Brent and I say, hey guys, bring me up to the group because I'm not in the mood to chase today. I don't want to close gaps. I just did a hard effort. So they bring me up to the group and there's Adam up front. He is trying to pull us closer to the main bunch. Everyone is just warming up at this point in time and we are recovering. Yeah. So it usually starts off pretty easy at a decent pace, and in the second half of the power hour is when the intensity really starts to grow. So right now we're in recover mode. I'm in zone 3, still putting out some high wattage, but it's okay. I'm coping. So there's Akko. Akko is always giving advice on the ride. It's good to have advice. You can't think. It's always giving advice, always giving hand signals. Let's look out for it. So, crit, it's shaped like a V with a connector road. So, we're on the back straight right now. It's a little downhill section, slight downhill. And I get myself boxed in right here, and it gets me nervous. Every time I get boxed in, I get nervous because it means that I might have to close a gap. And as a Cat 5 rider, riding with Cat 2s and Cat 3s and Cat 1s, you don't want to have to close any gaps. I want to survive this power hour. So I eventually get out. Thank God for that. And is right there. And we coming out of the turn. Always out of the turns. It's always big power out of the turn. 700 watts, 600 watts. It's super sketchy today as well because, as you can see, it's wet. So we have to be extra careful. Everybody wants to get home in one piece. There's Aqua again giving signals. Always giving signals. So we're on the main road, front straight, and we're putting down some good numbers. I'm actually over my FTP on the surges, but for some reason, you know, my heart rate it's in a good zone. I'm still in zone 2, zone 3. I'm still enjoying it at this point in time, but we're 25 minutes into the ride. Here we go, Akko again. He's like, hey, get out of the way, guys. We're coming through. Get out of the way. You, out of the way. Yep, get out. He's just talking, you know. Sure, if like Akko doesn't talk for the ride, he could save tremendous amount of watts. But hey, as I said, it's good to have advice on the ride. He tells me, look, relax, drop in a harder gear, go to easier gear. It's nice because sometimes I can't think, and it's good to have somebody behind me thinking for me. Yeah. So we're back onto the front straight again, coming out of a corner, 200 watts. Heart rate is zone 3, somewhere thereabout, and now we're pushing some more watts, 400 watts. Going up the back straight. There's Akko giving more signals again. He gets an award for more signals in a crit. Yeah. So 150 watts. Going up the front straight. Here we go. Nothing is happening. It's now 4:30. So Akko is giving signals again, talking to people. I expect the intensity to start to raise right now. See the wattage going up, and you know. There's my teammate Steven. I always keep an eye on Steven. He knows what he's doing. So I want to survive this crit. I'm sticking close to my team. My team, they should know what they're doing. I usually survive until 4:45. So right now, you know, I'm just trying to conserve as much matches as possible to see if I can make it to the end of this crit. So, yeah, the intensity is picking up. We are on the connector road again, coming around to the golf course. And we have to take it easy on the corners. But coming out of the corners, as you can see, 500 watts, 400 watts, and then we have to get back in position. Sorry if the camera is blurry. It's because, you know, it's a wet day and water keeps splashing on the camera. Back into another turn, going up the main road. Nothing much happening, but I expect the intensity to. It's getting harder. I can tell you that. My heart rate is now in zone 4, and there's Steven. Steven makes a move, so I say, look, I need to follow Steven. He knows what he's doing, so let me follow Steven and go with this little move he's going with here. There I pass Nikolai, Adam Papa, national mountain biker champion. There's Ryan Chin, ex-national champion. Like, what am I doing riding with all these national champions? You know, like, you know, it's amazing. It's nice to be able to be in the same race with them. I'm not doing much, but yeah. So I'm behind Steven, but I'm trying to get in. Steven got in, and I'm just waiting on Steven to let me in. And, you know, if he doesn't let me in, I'm probably going to punch him in the head later. But, you know, I think he now sees me, and he gives me the flick. He says, come in, come in, come in. Okay, so I don't get to punch him in the head. I come in, settle in behind Aaron. I'm with my team, and I'm happy now. You know, team takes care of you. They let you in. They help you. So I got in here, and I'm behind Aaron. Adam was drilling it off the front, so he is now peeling to the side. Somebody else is taking over. I'm following Aaron going up the road. It's 4:38. We have 20 minutes. Coming into this super sketchy corner. I see Aaron bobs his head. That's a sign. I need to go in there and close this little gap. It's not much of a gap. It's not a breakaway. But, you know, I need to suck wheel. Because, hey, I need cat 5, right? So I'm now third wheel, and that's a good place to be. I'm conserving energy. It's Brent, and then Captain Kirk is up the road, so Captain Kirk is going to be drilling it. It's a nice place to be, third wheel. I'm okay in this position. But as we come up the connector road again, I see Captain Kirk is pulling out. So now Brent is pulling the group, and I'm second wheel, and now I get nervous. Does this mean that I might have to pull? So I'm here and I'm praying, look, please, I want like 4 or 5 guys just to come around me and, you know, take the front. Let me just sit down in the back. I'm at threshold right now. What am I doing? You know, we're going up here. I'm following Brent, 370 watts, way over my FTP. You know, way over my FTP, like 200 watts over my FTP. And, you know, I'm following Brent, and I'm really hoping that something happens. Somebody takes the lead and throw a Hail Mary. Oh, there's Rafi. Oh my God, I've never been so happy in my life to see a pink bike go by. So now I'm third wheel again. I'm happy. It means that I won't have to pull. But sometimes things don't really pan out the way you expected, you know. So I see Rafi pulls to the side, and then Brent pulls to the side, and oh my God, I have to pull. And I really want to pull to the side, but hey, I don't want to be the suck wheel guy, you know. So say, okay, let me dig in and take a pull. You know, I'm just trying to conserve. I'm at threshold pace. If I keep right here, maybe I should be okay. So I take my little pull, and coming up to the super sketchy corner, it's wet. One wants to go down. I'm still taking the pull. I'm off the front. Like, what am I doing? A cat 5 pulling all these cat 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, this is not right. But right now, I'm like flicking my elbow. I'm like hoping that somebody comes through. Hey, flick elbow, flick elbow. I'm like a bird. You should see me. No one's coming. I'm still pulling, but I want them to come. Thank God, Aaron. Thank God. Saves the day. He comes by, and Ronnie right after him. Steven, Rafi. So yeah, at least I did my work for the day, and we're up to, it's like 4:45. This is where I usually drop out, but hey, I'm still in there. And there's Aaron. See his head dipped once, twice, 3 times. Okay, that means I gotta go, you know. So he needs a break. He has work to do later. So I get in there. I try to close a little bit of gap, and this guy comes around me. Thank God this guy comes around me. So he pulls me up to the rest of the group. It was just a little gap, but it's a lot of work to close it. So we back on the connector road, putting in some wattage. I did my work for the day. There's Adam going by me. That's okay. They're stronger than me. Go right by. And yeah, up to, this is the back straight. It's an incline, so we're doing some high numbers. and it's now 4:53. We are actually heading for the last lap. This is uncharted territories for me. Like, I've never been here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to exist. But, I'm looking at the time. I'm just keep looking at the time, and I'm seeing like I just have 4.5 minutes to go. So I'm hanging in there. I'm at threshold pace. Maybe I could do this. I'm thinking I could actually last the sprint, maybe last till 5 o'clock. Okay, let's do this. Put your head down. So it's getting really sketchy now. Everybody is jockeying for positions. It is the last lap. We are going down the back straight. It's a little small descent. So we should get a little bit of recovery, but there's no recovery because everybody's on the gas. It's the last lap, and everybody's moving. I'm in a decent position. By now, the field is like half the amount that we started with, but final time, we're gonna head up the main road, the front straight, and yeah, these guys had to put some numbers again. And it's at this point, I'm thinking I have 2 minutes to go. I have 5 seconds to go. I need to do something special. What's going through my head? It's 5 o'clock. Okay, that's it. That's my cutoff time. I am going to drain the tank. I am going to go like all in. This is what I'm thinking right now. Let me show you what's going through my head. I watch too much TV, too much YouTube channels, obviously. And this is what I'm thinking. Let's do something special. Camera is rolling. Let's go for it. Full gas. Yeah. So I launched a little attack. I increased my wattage. I start to pass guys. I'm passing like one national champion. I'm coming up on our next national champion. And I blow by these guys. Don't worry, they'll go home and sleep and they'll get over it. Yeah, and I'm drilling it at 500 watts. I'm doing 47 kilometers per hour and holding it. And, I thought like someone might have come with me, but nobody came. And I'm drilling it. I'm like in zone 5, 185 beats per minute. I'm coming up to the end of this road. I look back, 0 watts. I look back. I see like I have like this gap, like maybe 5 seconds at 40 something kilometers per hour. That's a significant gap. So, but I don't know what to do because I've never been here, right? Plus, in a high zone. So I, take this super sketchy corner easy, and then I hear Adam shouts, "Go, Ed, go!" So I'm like, okay, let me put some gas again. But this time I've been in high zone 5 for a while. But this is what I'm thinking. I'm seeing the glory. Maybe I can do this. I have a little gap.
Look at Van der Poel going from behind though. Look at Van der Poel on the left hand side. Mathieu Van der Poel's going to do it. Mathieu Van der Poel, this is incredible. I have never ever seen anything like this in my life.
But then reality sets in, and my wattage is dropping. I don't have much energy again. I look back, I see the gap is closing, they're coming on fast, and I'm deep in the red right now. But it's at this point I don't mind because I pull to the side. This is when Aaron launches an attack. He's followed by Captain Cook on his wheel, and then there's a little gap because everyone was looking at our strongest rider, Adam Alexander, right here, and he sees his guys up the road, so he's not going to close any gap. He's just pedaling, and if you want to catch them, you got to go around me, Adam says. So everybody has to work really hard to get around Adam. Let's look at it in real time. And there goes Aaron and Captain Cook, and everybody's chasing. They need to go around Adam, but by that time, Captain Cook and Aaron is gone. I'm just trying to get to the finish line right now. It's right there, a few meters, and there's Aaron. He actually got a flat. Good pull, Aaron. Good pull. He got a flat. He let out Captain Cook. Captain Cook went for the win. And I stopped to help.
That's all that I
So
have.
I can say that I kind of survived Power Hour.
Do it too
Like
hard,
I
I
didn't
guess.
reach to the finish line, but it's all good. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you think if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, guys. Team Raiders, thank you. Surviving Power Hour done. Next challenge.